We're going to move on to another area of green. We're going to focus on green business representatives. So we've talked about social equity upstairs. We've talked about green building down here. Now we're going to move on to the green business practices. And first, we want to hear from Phil Pagano about waste reduction at Sarasota Farmers Market. Phil, come on up. So everybody knows and loves Sarasota Farmers Market, so we're going to hear a little bit about how they operate as a green business. And Phil, your timer's right down here on that
Good.
screen there. You can see what's going on up here, and there's a clicker to advance your slide.
Oh, clicker to advance what?
If you have slides.
Okay, I have slides. So I'm going to.
So they'll take care of it for you. You're already up there. You
Okay,
see?
good.
And you'll just push this button over here to advance.
Good.
All right, folks, let's listen up. Sarasota Farmers Market.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here because we're doing a lot of exciting things at the farmers market. I want to thank some people first. I want to go over to the history of the farmers market real quick. The market was started in 1979 by Paul Thorpe, who created the market for foot traffic downtown. In 2009, the vendors created a non-for-profit, and is actually a 501c3 right now, and acquired the usage permit. Some market facts over the last 9 years: foot traffic, the footprint expanded to on State Street, both east and west. Of course, now we have the mark there, so we're expanding some other places down the road. But foot traffic, we did a financial, so foot traffic wise, a couple of years ago in 2015, we did a foot traffic study. Come to find out, we get 500,000 people a year annually. Financial impact study. We did a financial impact study a couple of years ago. We generate $56 million to the downtown. Moving along here. As you can see, we shifted over to First Street during construction on Lemon, and people are definitely finding where we're at. There's a shot of Lemon, so people are definitely continuing to enjoy such a great market. Moving to a green market. We want to thank Jeff and Stevie from the city for lending us a hand and working with us with some initiatives. We want to thank the Mayor Alpert, that attended our green meeting. I want to thank City Manager Tom Barwin and Marlon Brown, that are always supportive of the market. There's the mayor, that she attended our meeting. So basically what is good is we get the vendors together. All markets are good, but one thing we do is we get everybody together and try to work on all kinds of different initiatives. How the Green Committee got established. Our advocate for becoming green has been for many years. Our big supporter has been Peter Burkhardt of Nature's Partner. Peter's here today. Peter, can you stand up in the back? We want to thank you for all you've done for the farmers market. I want to let everybody know that Peter's retiring this year after 40 years, so let's give him a round of applause. Sustainable projects. There's Peter, for 40 years, has done a great job and definitely has moved us to more of a green market. Recycling 90% of what we're taking in. What happened when we moved to First Street, when we're doing this shift, was we started doing our own trash, which is a great thing. What it has moved us to is we're sort of, we have to be responsible now for what's coming in, and it's sort of been a good thing. Placement, let me see what's here. We got our first recycle bin. It's a 4-yard bin that we actually been recycling. The city has allowed us a place to store it. We have different signage around the market now, different areas where people can, use these receptacles. Sometimes we go in by hand, a lot of times we go in by hand. So basically, we're going through this trash all day long. Here's a young person putting some styrofoam in that I'm going to get into because we're definitely changing to move away from styrofoam. There's some folks, actually my daughter and her boyfriend that were helping out. This is what we do. Since we moved to First Street, we go through all the trash. And it's pretty incredible. I know a lot of places, we had some recycle bins for many years, and I'll tell you, everything got put into one, and it was, when I used to bring bags home, my wife would say, "What the heck are we doing with all this stuff?" So I would have to separate it. So my wife is very happy at this point. There's Crystal. We have one person that's sort of our recycle coordinator. She goes around all day and separates. So another thing, you have a 4-yard dumpster and you probably have 6 yards of trash. So what do? You have to get inside the dumpster and squish it down a bit. So sometimes, mainly I'm the candidate. Additional sustainable initiatives we got coming. We got composting. We've been working with Jeff and some other folks on that. Elimination of plastic straws. Reusable bags, customers, some information, produce vendors. Okay. Elimination of styrofoam, how is this going to get accomplished? Because I think that's what we're looking at. This is me in 1957. I think my parents said to me, "No styrofoam in the future and you need to do something." So here's what I'm going to do. At our December board meeting, I'm going to ask our board of directors to make a policy that there's no more styrofoam from vendors in the market. Now, after all that, squishing all that stuff down into that dumpster, this is what we have left, 3 or 4 bags of styrofoam. So on the horizon, we got a lot of things going on at the market, and we hope you continue to attend.
I'm going to take a seat right over here.
Sure.